Aquarius. Aquarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Aquarius sun, moon, and rising sign because it is an energy reading. So you take it where and how it resonates in your life and with you. This channel is filled with thousands of them. So whatever reading resonates with you or calls to you, there's a message in it for you. If you're looking for personal readings, I do those. Please check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, to decide which of my services is best for you, and then you can book and schedule privately there. All right, let's get into the reading. The cards are definitely on the table, with a divide in between. Let me show you. I know, it's not high tech. I get it. Leo energy. Be generous of spirit. And then Cancer energy. Slow and steady wins the race. This is very loyal energy, and this is keeping your standards high. This is also a sense of pride in family. Tend to the small things. It means there's some disease or buildup of toxins that has to be dealt with. Sweet results await, so there is success. The busy bee gets the honey. This is Leo energy as well. Then we have be fearless and bold. This is Aries energy, so moving it forward. This could also suggest Aries, the full moon. There's going to be a full moon in Aries. And then freedom is yours. Okay. And this is very Aquarian energy. To be free, to be unique, to be authentically yourself, to be able to feel that you have the right to be. What I don't understand, tend to the small things. Be generous of spirit, and slow and steady wins the race. So you have been working on something that meant a lot to you, especially about your heritage or your history. And there is a sense of loyalty and honor, being loyal to the legacy, honoring the legacy, something that drove you. Remember, it only shows up in the past if it's impacting what's going on now. Tend to the small things. There's a break right before that. Okay, so there we go. I don't know if this is a red flag. Let me describe the energy to you. It is a feeling of toxicity in the details, some sort of details, maybe things that were subverted, or it is Virgo energy, so you could have tried to keep it hidden. Something that has built up over time. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a great deal of success here. And in a lot of ways, what you're trying to do is overcome some sort of toxicity or attacks, like little critters that are really crapping up your environment. Some sort of success here. The sense of all your hard work has paid off. Be fearless and bold, and now you are finally free to move forward. Free of, okay, so this is liberation from those kinds of toxicities. It's almost like, yes, in the spiritual community they talk about overcoming generational curses. This is also the fulfillment of a generational wish, being able to overcome maybe a family history of illness, of any kind of illness, being able to liberate yourself from it because of the hard work that you've done. And now there is a sense of freedom about you, a sense of, now that I have fulfilled that purpose and cleaned up what has been pulling me back because I couldn't let it go. There is now a sense of, I've never felt so alive in my own skin and who I am, and now I am looking forward to the future of blazing these trails that I see. You know, a time of actual independence, where your sense of obligation to what was, and your family unit especially, this is Cancerian energy, loyal to the family. And slow. It was a long time coming. You know, this was a long-term goal. This was also standards that were set and different kind of obstacles or toxicities that you had to work through. It is saying to you, and this may be an exact date. I can give you an exact date. This is September 29th is when the full moon in Aries happens. Of course, we're in Libra season. But that's saying it's going to be released. There is some sort of catharsis that happens then. Now, this can be very fiery energy, and there's maybe a lot of toxins that are going to be released. If you have been very angry and holding it in, then this would be the time for you to be able to let it out. Remember, anger is a human experience, so have compassion with yourself. It's like you need some freedom from toxicity that has built up inside of you. You need that release. Okay. And because you've let it, because you were so like hardwired and intent on fulfilling these legacy goals, dreams, obligations, that in some way the toxicity inside of you, what about those? Those could have been legacy too. This is a sense of being able to shed them and get rid of them. And this is the buildup of them and the impact they've had on your soul and your individuality, your character, your nature. This is the liberation from those things. So yes, I would say this is a very cathartic time where you can release and experience, maybe for the first time ever, actually being who you are, being who you selected, being who you chose to be, and putting your vision to the future, as opposed to trying to fulfill something of the past. You've washed that away, you've finished it, you've cleansed it. This is about being able to move on from it. First quarter moon, that's interesting. Your commitment is being tested. I did not expect this energy, which is why I love the cards so much, to let me know there's something going on here where it's almost like somebody wants to see how devoted you are to the cause that bought you up, that you came up by. Like, how devoted are they to that once they get notoriety, fame, fortune? I don't know what's going on in your life, but once they get notoriety and they have the ability to break free, it's saying that this is actually a test. Will you, or will you stick by your standards and who you said you were? Or prove yourself just sort of like an upstart or an up and coming to take the next opportunity that you can. But here's the thing. Life is change, and it is about that sort of transcendence of purpose. So are you being tested? Yeah, but it's like, just because you're asserting your own independence and individuality doesn't mean you're letting go of what matters to you. It means you're fulfilling it, and you've fulfilled it. And the you is a product of what you've been through and where your family came from and stuff. So as you carry who you are on, and the more powerfully and the more strong you know yourself, Aquarius, the more you don't have to question or doubt or even feel tested when it comes to all the things, all the place that you started, or what brought you up, or who brought you up. This is that sense of finally being able to break free. Your commitment is being tested. There's this sense of you can be free and still have integrity, right? You can be free and still represent your family or wherever you came from well, as an example of what you are capable of doing, where you're from matters to you. It's like I've said this before, and I'm going to get deeper into this, but I've said it before to somebody. A lot of people think staying where they are is what loyalty and integrity is. And what they don't understand is it's the people who leave and blaze the trails that actually open up opportunities for expansion, not for just themselves, but for their whole family. And staying stuck doesn't actually help anyone. It doesn't. You know, you kind of feel like, oh yeah, I'm the one who stayed. Yeah, you're the one who kept us stuck then. You contributed to the stuck. What about getting out of here or moving forward or developing or carrying on? So let's see, what is this? Your commitment is being tested. How so? How so? Aquarius, remember there's always an extended reading where I can be way more candid, and I hope that you will join me for it. Capricornian energy is obligation and fear. It's definitely fixed, this energy of obligation and maybe condemnation. This could also speak to toxicities or toxic traits that have built up, sort of addictions. Okay, hold on. This is Capricorn energy. This could also be the law. So we have, okay, now thank you. Oh my God, thank you, God. So we have 9 of Cups, which is abundance and happiness and victory and success, right? And then all of a sudden, somebody shows up, right? Because you're victorious, because you have this success, somebody shows up to try to instill fear, to try to say, nope, you have to prove yourself to me. I'm the police. Maybe literally. And this is a sense of, no, I don't have to prove myself to you. Who the hell are you? Capricornian energy can be sought as greed, ties with the devil, and the devil is greed and fear. It's almost like in your finest hour, this sense of, okay, now people are watching you, they're trying to see, maybe they're trying to connect you with obligation, obligating people to you, or doing something nefarious. I just feel like you're being tested. Are you really into this? Are you really doing this? It's like somebody comes along and says, nope, I'm here to take it from you. You didn't do it by the rules, or you didn't do it the right way. I want to tether you and bring you down because I see that you're up. So this could be very much a warning this week, but it could also be what triggers you to explode and get really angry and say, fuck it, you're not, like fuck it, this is where I cut the ties. So let's keep going with this energy, because I want to understand, what is the devil here for? Why is the devil here for? And the devil is there testing you. Remember, if you know anything about Christian canon, you know there is that test of the devil to Jesus, right? This sense of, well, prove yourself to me. Well, prove yourself to me. Well, prove yourself to me. And ultimately it's like, you are not who I have to prove myself to. I don't have to evidence anything. I'm sorry, but no, that's not my obligation. I'm here because God sent me on this path. I'm dealing with this discomfort, this temptation to be lured away, right, into the devil's grasp as soon as when you're really at your highest peak. This sense of, who are you really, right? And being able to liberate yourself. So how do we liberate ourselves from this devil energy? What is this? We have the 3 of Swords, heartbreak, and 8 of Swords, which is being left behind, and the Queen. Okay, so this is, oh my God, this is it, Capricorn. This is how the devil is going to try to get you connected or tied to him. The devil, as in fear and greed. They're saying, guess what? If we take this away from you, or if you're left behind, or people are going to try to leave you behind, or you will be left behind if you don't make these preparations, if you don't team up with me, whatever this is, there's a sense of heartbreak, sadness, being left behind, maybe even reminding you of how you experienced that before, moving forward, reminding you of how you got hurt, could be the lure that says, well, do it my way and I'll change things for you. I'll help you avoid any more stress or heartache. Moving forward, do it my way, and it won't be the case. And I got to tell you, that's a lie. Trying to, at your highest moment, trying to hook you in order to take you down. This sense, because they want to, whoever this is, whatever this energy is, wants a piece of where you're going. It does. There's just this sense of disillusionment or temptation here. Even in some ways trying to strategize to get people out of a hard situation, those that have been left behind and are sad or heartbroken. Queen of Swords, that would be you, coming along and saying, here, I'll show you the way. Do you believe in God, or do you believe you are God? And I think that that's the difference of, if you stay humble and connected to Source and a servant of Source, then you won't get out of hand. But if you think that you are the ultimate savior, and now, it's almost like this is that toggle point that you could be really tempted into. And it sounds good, doesn't it? It's almost like the temptation of Christ. It feels like one of these moments in your life where you're really going to be tempted by who can bring you down, or people trying to bring you down. Like, where is your faith? And where is your faith? This is where we find it, right? This is where we find our faith. So how do we do that? Knight of Wands is here. There's some sort of passion or temptation, or and then Nine of Cups, so pleasure. The sense of rushing into just celebrating when some of the hard work may not be done, or there's a temptation here with partnership. A new passion, a new abundance, a new happiness, a new relationship. Could be with a significant other, or it could be with a new group of friends, but there is a red flag on this play, and I want you guys to know it. Just be aware. This sense of, am I holding to my morality and my original promise? And am I allowing myself to grow, or am I being sucked into something? This is that red flag, major red flag on the play here. Let's go to the extended if you want to join me. I'll see you guys there.